Everybody. Hi everybody. Hey, I am back with some updates on my hemifacial spasm and some problems that have occurred with it. As you can see, we've got some breakthrough, what I call breakthrough. My last Botox treatment for the hemifacial spasm was April 5th-ish. And yeah, April, May, June, July. Okay. So all of a sudden, at the end of May, I started, it was working okay, but I've had more breakthroughs than I normally do. So I have to talk to the neurologist about that. But then toward the end of March, I started getting, you know how you look up at the sun and go, oh my God, all I can see is spots. Well, what I didn't realize was it was only in the right eye, because I've had so much trouble with my eyes that any normal person would have gone straight to their eye doctor. But I had an appointment for my yearly glasses to get glasses, and I just waited. I thought, well, what the heck? So I'm seeing spots. Who knows what it is? Probably just another side effect of the hemifacial spasm. Well, they always do photographs and glaucoma check, because I could be a candidate for glaucoma. And he took one look at those photographs and said, you're not going to do glasses today because you have a full-blown spontaneous macular hole. And that means that in the back of my right eye, it looks like a little caldera. The retina just burst through, and it's as big as it's going to get. It's a spontaneous. I didn't hurt myself. Some people get when they get smacked or they have an accident or surgery does it. So on top of adjusting my Botox so that I don't have breakthroughs, now I have a macular hole. So I'm going to try to put these on both ways. So anybody who's looking for a macular hole, which I did, and all I could find was old videos. The situation is two surgeries. One is a cataract surgery in my right eye. I have already got cataracts, but they were small, so it was no big deal. We could wait. You know, I'm only 57. We could wait till I was 67, 70 to get them out where it would really start affecting my vision. So what I see when I look at you or the computer is everything but a black dot or a white dot. I can see bits of my peripheral vision, and that's about it. And so we immediately set up the appointment for the guy that does the retina surgery, Dr. Harder, out of Grand Junction. And he really encouraged me to get the surgery because the vision will get worse. There's not going to be any better, but I will slowly lose the vision. And when they take the cataract, it will be harder to eventually take the cataract. It'll be harder to fit a lens in there that will do any good. So we immediately scheduled cataract surgery because they do cataract surgery before the macular hole surgery. And the reason for that is it's easier to see in there. And when you have macular hole surgery, you're going to get a cataract, and it's going to be a full-blown cataract that you have to be removed anyway. So in order to make it easier for the major surgery, we do the minor one first. So I went in the other day and did the cataract surgery. It was weird. They do keep you awake, and it was really weird. But they put a fake lens in the eye that will make it easier for the retina doctor to put his little instrument holes in my eyes. They look like rivet holes if the pictures are current. Again, I can't find any real current, just some doctor information. So if you're looking for it, go to the doctor information and see if he's got videos on it, because macular hole is very serious. Some people just live with it and just think they're going blind. Well, I'm lucky because they take pictures of my eyes all the time, well, every 6 months, because of the glaucoma and because of the macular degeneration in my family. So I've got some generic problems, and we also want to make sure that my optic nerve is still working with all the Botox we're putting in around it, and the hemifacial spasm, because it is the seventh cranial nerve. It's a whole thing. So the cataract surgery instructions were quite simple to abide by. Yeah, I couldn't have my head below my waist, so you just kneel down, and if your arms aren't long enough to pick something up off the ground when you're on your knees, then it could become a problem. You're gonna need some help. The tricky part is I've got two pair of glasses, one that I'm supposed to read my computer for the long distance, and my bifocals, which are supposed to be for the fine detail. And if I were to put these on, I'm a blob. I'm kind of a blob, so I would have to try to adjust them, and then I can put my computer glasses on and be a blob again, and so forth like that. So it's going to be interesting because I've got the artificial lens in that eye. I take my last glaucoma check and cataract check on Thursday, and if he gives me the go-ahead in June, 1 week after that, I go in for the macular hole surgery, which they put you completely out, and they go into the back of your eye and peel away some of the vitreous fluid, and then they replace it. Well, let's take vitreous fluid out. That's what's in the back of your eyeball. It's kind of a sealed system, but they take that vitreous fluid completely out and replace it with gas and a specific kind of liquid until it's full. And that makes that little caldera go like this. It's like a pressure bandage in the back of my eye. It's right next to the optical nerve. That's where they usually get a macular hole. It's not a macular tear, or it's not a retina tear. It's a macular hole. Macular. So if you want to look that up, that's how you spell that. Macular hole surgery, or just macular hole. And you'll get all the diagrams. They're so cool to look at. Make it push that down so that it will
heal together, somewhat like a bone being put back together, but there's no way to cast it except with the gas and the liquid. Now, in prior years, of course, the technology is always changing. Thank goodness I'm born in the time frame I am, because at just a few years back, it would what they call face down recovery for 6 weeks. 6 weeks, unless it really heals fast. So I would literally have to lay in a chair. They have fancy little chairs with my head in a donut and a table down below here, and face down, because it acts like a level. So the liquid in my eye is going to be just like a level in a carpenter's level. They don't have to do that anymore, but what they do have to do, and I have to be very careful, straining, getting up, making sure I get my medicine in my eye. So no killing dandelions this year, apparently, until the doctor gives me the go-ahead. But I can't lay on my back. I can lay on my side. That's fine. And with the cataract surgery, I could lay on my side, my back, whatever. I had a protectant over my eye. It's a little cup that you can kind of see through, that's just taped to my face. But this one, I cannot lay on my back. So we couldn't figure out how to do it. And pillows, ain't gonna do it. I just spun like a rotisserie in place and got right on my back. See, we've been playing with this so that we know before the surgery what I have to do.
because we have to spend the night in a hotel room. So I have to be prepared to not spin and not lay on my back, which I normally do. Well, I can use a chair. They sell them. But we went to the medical supply store, and we used a really heavy blanket in between us too, with my husband, laying against it as hard as he could. And I just spun in a little circle. I didn't fall off the bed, just spun in a little circle till I was on my back. And so that's not going to work. So what we did, and you're going to love this, I should patent it. Fancy beach ball. Okay? Blow it up. You gotta blow the thing up. I've got it kind of loose. It's not completely. Now I have my jammies. And this is not going anywhere. Okay, so see if I can get my Quasimodo or my reverse pregnancy up in there. And then I'm going to tie it. Oh, you also need two rubber bands. And the first one goes on the front. So we tried this the other night. It is a little tight there. And I also, being paranoid the way I am, I put a rubber band back here. Now, there is no way I'm going to roll over on this ball to roll over onto my back. What I did do was roll over to my front, which is fine, and over to the other side. But if I tried to roll my back, it isn't going to happen. So we got it made. I think I'm going to patent this thing. But anyway, our medical store, oh, there it goes. Our medical store, we went in and said, what have you got? Everybody said blankets, pillows. Even my doctor said, put a blanket in between you, pillows in between you. But you cannot lay on your back for 6 weeks. We've got to let that gas dissipate. And then your eye will, as the gas goes away, the eye will put its own fluid back, that's the great part. So the medical supply house said they used to make a pair of pajamas that had a ball in the back that was sewn right into the pajamas itself. And she said it was a small ball, but it kept people from rolling on their back. And we thought, aha. So it's summertime, beach ball, big t-shirt. Do you think it'll work? Beach ball, cheap, cheap, cheap. I'll probably break it and have to get another one. Who cares? They were not expensive whatsoever, and I'm using my husband's t-shirt. So he's got a few of those, and if I rip one of those, I'll buy him another t-shirt. But, so that should help. So just remember, if you have macular hole problems and are just really racking your brain as to how to not lay on your back, now laying on the chair is okay, but no reclining at all. You cannot get past a certain point on your back. So you can, lay on your side and watch whatever you want to be watching if you can see it. I'm going to have a hard time seeing it because this eye, because I've got a strange lens in there, and I will have the macular hole repair, so I'm going to be seeing through gas and a specific fluid. So once that's done, then as the gas dissipates, it's going to refill with my fluid. And then what we'll do, is we'll go to my eye doctors, and they will fit me with another pair of bifocals, maybe trifocals or however many focals I need to match and give me the best vision I can. So this is going to be a really long process. So no driving whatsoever. Even now, I cannot drive because this eye, the lens can't cope with it. It's the right lens, but it can't cope with the problems I have with the left eye, which are just standard old age problems. I can't see. I need glasses to read. But it's been really strange because in some ways my vision has improved, and I'm going to talk to the doctor Thursday when I go in for my final cataract surgery or update. I'm going to ask him if that's normal. Am I okay? Because that's kind of scary too. Um, and that should be it. But the Botox and the facial spasm is breaking through some of this. He didn't have any trouble with my eye twitching open when it was, being held open, and the eyeball didn't move. I think we caught it in a lucky spot of the facial spasm where the Botox the muscle was paying attention to the Botox and went, oh, I won't do anything for a few minutes. But when I got out of there and kind of came back from the happy drug they gave me, I had some breakthrough in my face. But the doctor said everything went really well, and so it worked really well. Now the other, I'm going to be completely out. The eyeball will be restrained per se, and it won't make any difference because they will have the eyeball completely steadied in there. So the facial spasm should not affect the macular hole surgery, which is the really, really important one because that's what, I see a black hole in the middle of my vision. If I do this, well, that's a black hole. Where's my finger? That's a black hole right there. So I cannot see but a little bit out of the corner of my eye that I can see, and I can see some of the stuff in the back area, but that's it. That's all I can see. This one, hey, how's it going? Not a problem. And I've tried to put a patch on that. When I have go outside and do dirty stuff, we had to rake some mulch into the yard yesterday, and I put a patch on. But I put a full patch on, no holes in it, because I didn't want anything dirty to get in my eye. And I could not, there was absolutely no depth perception. My husband would throw up the dirt where, or not the dirt, but the mulch where it was supposed to go. He says, even it out. I went, tell me where to even, and I'll even it because I can't even see the mounds. It was weird. And anyway, hopefully all will go well, and I will I will do, as a matter of fact, another macular hole update and another Botox update. This is number 8 Botox. This right here in my face now. My next Botox is in July after the macular hole surgery. So we will see if everything comes together. And this part of my mouth is getting worse and worse. So I have to watch that when I eat. And that is something I'm going to have to deal with the rest of my life, is having one half of a smile and only being able to raise one eyebrow, which is okay. And so thank you very much. Again, look this stuff up. And oh, I was also going to say, I saw a gal trying to put on makeup with a hemifacial spasm. I'm trying to hurry because I don't want to make this too loud or too long. And she was trying to put mascara on and waiting through her spasms and trying and eyeliner. And I have got to encourage you gals out there who, I know that it's weird not wearing makeup. And I just wear a little lipstick, but I haven't worn makeup for years. And this is the longest my hair has been. I wore it flat top since 1983. So I just let it go. I do curl it a lot. I'm waiting for it to dry so I can go ahead and curl it in a dry mode and let it sit for the rest of the day. By the time dinner's over, it will be dry. But if you're really struggling to get your makeup on, you're already beautiful. You don't need to put yourself through that. Little blush, little lipstick, and nobody will know the difference. Trust me, I quit wearing makeup a long, long time ago, and it's cleared my skin up. I don't have to worry about the hemifacial spasm. And of course, the doctors warn me absolutely no makeup, not a problem. Can I wear my lipstick? Yeah, you can wear your lipstick. It can be bright red if I want it. It can be purple if I want it, and I can put a little bit of um, blush on. And I'm watching a lot of videos about how to put your makeup on, but I am not piling up all that crap around my eyes. I'm trying to let my eyebrows grow out a little bit because of the plucking I did as a kid. But other than that, you're beautiful. You do not need to put yourself through that just to put some eyeliner on. Nobody will notice. You're beautiful as you are. And do the basics. Just the basics. Just down in here. That way, you're also not getting a bunch of stuff in your eye. You're not having to put a lot of pressure. And if you're doing the Botox treatments, you won't have to worry about any infection for the small holes they put all over your face and neck. If that's the way your neurologist does it, that's the way mine does. I get injections here, 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 into here, down my cheek, and down my neck because that's the entire it's a hemifacial spasm entire. So anyway, I better go. Hopefully this will help somebody, and I will update you on the macular hole surgery that's coming up in a couple of weeks. So fingers crossed. Do what the doctor tells you post surgery, and we will see you later. Thanks.